Hi friends, this is Laura with Potpourri of Life. I hope you had a fabulous day. Today is August 12th, 2022. Temps did not get above 78. Right now it looks like it's about 74. Perfect weather. Sun, breeze. It's gorgeous. Didn't have to turn on an air conditioner, had the windows wide open. This is a new beginning for me. I know. Why August 12th? Being my birthday. And in December, I knew that I was going to be filing for retirement. So it is official. I'm retired now. Although they take forever to send you your first check, and I'm so itching to get it. But I'm excited because despite all that's gone on over the last 2 years, despite the challenges I faced emotionally, despite these last couple of weeks of turmoil, some of it was health related with Lyme flares and some other stuff that's on a more personal level, and some was actually spending the past month taking down my sewing site. It was like dissolving who I was. It was like my identity was being stripped from me. And in December, I recall asking my husband, I told him, I said, people only know me as a seamstress. They don't remember me as an accountant. They don't remember me. Well, no, some people remember me as an LNA and a surgical tech. Surgical tech was short-lived because of the Lyme disease. And I know I say things about Lyme a lot, and I promise you, I've been going through some stuff, and I promise you, I will be sharing more, and it'll be in a series. So it's not so overwhelming that I'm not going to be on here for hours at one time. So I went through all these emotions about retiring. A financial advisor told me, you don't want to retire at 62. I said, oh yes, I do. I waited too long that I could not get the disability. I'm retiring at 62. He goes, yeah, but if you wait, you can make more. I said, if I wait, who knows if I'm going to be here? And I think over the last couple of years, it's made it more real. We don't know today or tomorrow when our last day will be. We don't know anything, but we do know the moment of today. So after I got the website down, I was going through so many memories. And at first it was sad. I was crying. It was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I got it all done today. And I said, I know my focus. Now, when I first made the announcement that I was retiring, on my first video with the bridal pictures, and I will be doing other videos showing some of the, okay, I'm going to say it, amazing things that I made. Some of the alterations for proms and bridesmaids and some other stuff. As I was going through the custom things, I started this business making specialty doll clothing. They weren't cheap. They weren't the ones you could buy at Walmart. They were custom made for specific needs, so it wasn't going to have that same price tag either. And I had some amazing customers. I was going through that, and the nice thing about being retired is that if I do take any of those type jobs on, there's a dollar amount in which I can earn. So I can still do that if the right opportunity presents itself. And acknowledging that, I said, I still have my identity. I have some things in the house that I want to make. I have some quilts that I want to make people. Special people. But what I will not do with my time, and this is to clear up a few things that people have said to me in the last couple days, I have been given all kinds of ideas that I could do with my time. I didn't solicit that information. I didn't request, what am I going to do? Give me some ideas. I actually wanted God to direct my path in this. Now, another hurdle over the last 2 years, the first year I certainly helped in an area that I was led to do. I gave away a lot, and I also sold some masks as well to offset those costs. I gave more than I earned, but I didn't do it for that. I did it because my heart was led to. Then I got tired, and I was tired because I saw how mean and selfish people were. I got yelled at because I didn't give a woman her mask. And she told me that you're taking advantage of people. You know what? There's other people giving them away. Please go there. And I had set up for people to pick up masks. Almost everybody paid me. I had it all set up because everybody was still social distancing. I had it set up, just put your money here, whatever. And I kept it clean and everything. And those who have received masks from me, you know that every single mask came in its own bag. So everything was clean, sterile, everything. And yet people stole the masks they said they would buy. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to call them out on it. I chose to be bigger than that and say, I guess they really needed them, or their fear was bigger than my own. Was I afraid? At first I was afraid of the unknown. And then as the year went on, I was like, no, God, if it's my time, take me home. Let me know. I'll go freely. But no, he wanted me to work for a spell. And then all that stopped. I gave the last of all my masks away in December. And that felt so good. I think it was December. It was just last fall. That was a real blessing. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. And then this last year, it was like my heart was breaking. I was afraid I was becoming bitter because so much was changing in the world, and people still were setting up rules and all this other stuff. And the hardest part was how healthcare was changing. It's still changing. And that's the part that hurts. But you know what? That might be changing. I still respect those who treat me. And I had to make a decision. How do I move forward? There's some things that I should do I'm not going to, because of all that's gone on with higher ups and the gut feeling I have to be very careful of choices I make. That's not to say that the few care providers I have left, and this is by choice, that I don't trust them. They want me to do some stuff because they care about me as a patient. I have to make that clear. Been with them for a long time. So they know me. They know my emotions. They know I'm transparent. I'm honest with them all the time. But I've been struggling. And over the last month, as I tore down my business page, I discovered something about myself. I wasn't losing my identity as I retire, as I stopped doing sewing services. I was actually gaining insight as to who I was, who I allowed people to see, and not live it more fully. Yes, I'm an authentic person. What you see is what you get. I'm very transparent, and I'm very direct. And oftentimes, that's confusing for some. More so women than men. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I grew up with boys and that's the way it is. I don't know why that is. And so I've had to learn how to be very sensitive with my words. But I also found that in this world, I am not allowed to be responsive to abuse without a negative connotation from another viewpoint. People who know me know I speak my mind. People who know me know that if you treat me bad, I'm going to speak up. It doesn't mean I don't love you. It doesn't mean I don't respect you. It means that I am going to be an advocate for me. If you hurt me, I will speak up. I'll do my best to be calm, but sometimes timing just doesn't work. So I was having a struggle with that because people have been really struggling on their own side. So it is with great joy and great pleasure to know that I'm retiring. For the first time in a long time, I feel like I know where I'm going. Well, not exactly, but I know me. Going through my website, taking things down, yes, I started crying. And then I got to where the joy was coming back. That does not mean I will go back into that sewing full-time like I did. Because originally when I started, I was doing custom work for dog clothing and stuff like that, and I really loved it. And then I got into the alterations and stuff. So I had to kind of digest everything, and taking my website down was the healthiest thing I have done in a very long time. I still have my Facebook page up, and that might be coming down soon too. I still have pictures there that I want to collect and put together with those videos that I've done. What I want to say though is somebody had reached out to me and told me, I know what you can do with your time. You can start doing videos and teaching people on how to do this and do that. And it's like, no, I offered that as a business service before. People didn't want to pay for it. And just because I'm retired, my knowledge, my skill, and my time is still worth what it was worth before. So no, just because this is your passion and your personal need does not mean that my heart is being called to do that. I have never been one to do what others have called me to do. I go where God has called me. Those masks were God's calling for me. I took great joy in what I did, took great pride, and put a lot of my heart into those. I prayed a lot. I really did. But when the time was done, it was done. I know that God is going to have something for me to do. One of the things I said about a year ago is, I'm tired. I will no longer give again. I said that to some people. I don't think I hurt their feelings. But I discovered something because I needed to do that. I needed to just remind myself, no, you have to take care of yourself, Laura. You need to understand what's going on around you. You need to digest. So as I was doing this, I started reflecting away from me the negative, okay? And yes, there's been some negative. I all of a sudden feel like I have a warrior shield that will protect me. But is my heart tender? Absolutely. My heart is still a giving heart. It's been bruised. It's been battered. But it's soft, and it's strong. And so I've decided to take this opportunity as I go into retirement to actually build this YouTube channel. Right now, I think I'm at 23 subscribers. Yes, I want to get to 1,000, but more importantly, if I could get to 100, your help would be so appreciated. So just subscribe if you can, or if you know somebody else who can benefit. My channel will be uplifting. I may share some things that are going on in the world, but I will not fearmonger. Because the reason I don't fear all this junk that's coming at us from every direction is because God's got my back. He does. He's seen my pain, he's seen my hurt, and he's seen a lot. He's got my back. So when I share, I will not be sharing fear-mongering, because I really don't know. I have a good idea what's going on. And I have some wonderful people who keep me in the loop of some things. But you know something? That's not mine to share. Be careful of who you listen to. Be careful of the fear that can change who you are, your genuine person. So, my goal. I look forward to my first check. Can't believe they take 2 months to get it to you. My goal will be, I will still sew. Yes, for my family, for myself, all kinds of stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to doing more of that. I will also be sewing to put items on Etsy. I will take in some custom work. Once in a while, maybe I'll do a few hems in here. My prices will not change. So those of you, my clients that are hearing this, my prices will not change. Because I can still earn money when I'm retired. Not a lot, but I can if I choose. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take back those words of saying I'm done giving to others. I will still stand firm on, please don't give me your suggestions of what I can do for others. Allow me to listen to my heart and God's leading as to where I'm supposed to be. I have a bunch of stuff I've already started, but I put on hold. So God today, and this is why I can smile so brilliantly, God said, your trial of this part of your life is over. You did the task of ridding yourself of the stress of maintaining a website, paying for it. I was paying for it and I wasn't making enough money to subsidize it. Your passion, this is what I'm being told. My passion is to be transparent and authentic and as truthful as I can be, to be the real me. I want to give where I am led. I want to love as much as I can. My web channel, this YouTube channel, will be about finding joy. I will share health tips of what I know. I will not I think that's the word. I will not put down allopathic physicians, pharmaceuticals, and whatnot. Now, I don't like pharmaceuticals, but there are instances where we really need those. And these are all personal choices. And yeah, I might say to family, I don't know if that's a good idea, but this is what I know. And they all have to make their own choices. I don't push that on anybody. I will not push it on you or any complete stranger. I can share what I know and my experiences. I'm still working something out, a couple things, and I hope we have answers to that soon. But I've worked with herbs for a long time, so you're going to get some of that. I've worked with essential oils for a long time. You're going to get some of that. You're going to see some of the things I make. I won't give you full lessons like somebody suggested that I should be doing free lessons online. I can't do that for you because that would be more like punching a time clock and doing this. And for what? For you to take? I'll already be giving a lot of free stuff. You can, if you follow my stuff, I might not write the recipes down, but I try to be very clear and not talk too fast so that you can write it down. I will share my faith because I am not ashamed of God or who I am. I am a child of God. I also do not put down other people's faiths or even those who believe in crystals or plant medicine and stuff, because you know what? I use those things. Those things do not substitute for the Almighty God in my life. They are elements of our earth that I utilize. So as I continue to heal, as I continue to journey, there's no promise that I will get rid of Lyme disease completely. I will, from what I understand, I will still have flares from what my Lyme doctor has told me. My other situation with a few complications, and that's what we call it now, they're complications. I hope before I die, there's an answer. Not just for me, but for my daughters and others. But you know, doctors are always researching and trying different things. So there's hope. I do believe in holistic means, and I am looking into, I will see a holistic doctor soon to kind of see what she can do to help guide me. And I'm excited about that. So there's a lot of changes. So as I retire, I'll get a paycheck again. Don't get excited for me because it's like, okie dokie. It's not a lot. But it's something that we can work into our budget, and I'm kind of excited about it actually. Because sometimes I want to buy something like my essential oils or my herbs that I don't grow, and I feel guilty because it comes out of our other budget. And I don't want to do that. I want to have something of my own. But once I get things on Etsy, I'll have that as well. So I'm excited because today is the first day in a very long time. I have clarity in who I am and where I am going. It does not mean I won't have moments of anxiety or moments of depression or moments of I'm sick of this. What it means is I have focus. I have direction. So I hope that you have subscribed, and I hope that you desire to see where I travel to in my journey in life. And so I'm not going to talk any longer. This is long enough. And it's getting louder again in our neighborhood because it's late. But I want to thank you for joining me. I want to thank you for those who desire to be happy for me. My husband's a little jealous, but he's happy for me. We need to be happy for one another when somebody else reaches a place in their lives, or when they acquire something that we wish we had. I've never felt jealous of other people when they have stuff. There's some things that I desire. But a lot of people, they get jealous and they get angry, or I don't want that. I want you to join me in the discovery of who I am. But with that, I want you to take a moment and look within yourself of how can you find joy with where you are right now. Maybe it's you're at home and you can't do other things, or maybe You're at a place in your life where you can't retire. You have to keep working. Or maybe, I don't know what your maybe is. Refocus. And it could take a long time. It's taken me a couple years, folks. Wasn't easy. But the hardest part was from this past December to now. Because I thought I was making a mistake because of what everybody else was saying. It's not about everybody else. It's about me. And so the same thing I reflect back to you. Your life is yours. Your choices are yours. And I hope that you can find joy in your life. So I'm going to shut down now. My husband just got home from work. So I want to celebrate my birthday with him. I don't know what we're having for dinner. We had a nice dinner last night, so to me it's kind of late to be eating at this hour, but I probably have a light salad or something. But I just want to spend time with him and share with him what I've shared with you. I want to share with him some joy that he hasn't seen for some time. And with that, I'm going to say good night. And I wish you to have a wonderful evening, a gorgeous weekend. I hope we have this kind of weather all weekend. We're in New England, so those of you who don't know, and you're out west and in the south and stuff, we're in New Hampshire, so it's kind of like, it's beautiful weather. I want to wish you a wonderful weekend, and may God bless you abundantly with love, joy, and meeting your needs. God bless and have a great night.